Hey, everybody, and welcome to a special episode, I guess, and if you want to call it that, of FTSN, Finstock Sports Network, to introduce you all to the FinstockSportsNetwork.com just released. We are very excited to launch this site. It's something that has been brewing, I think, for over a year now. We've been discussed it a little before, but now, we started getting to work on it and finally able to get it to a point where we're excited to say, hey, we need to get this going. We actually had an official launch date for the start of the season. We're like, we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and do this. But let me go ahead and first off, you all know me, Bobby Finstock, but also Bobby Melendez. I'll go with the government name. And Josh Wingate, co-host of the On the Clock Finstock Draft Show. Josh, my man, you've been obviously leading this charge with FinstockSportsNetwork.com. Excited to reveal it to everyone who watches this video. Tell me, my man, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, no, we as you kind of alluded on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it nowadays, we have website that's coming out that we're really excited for. We've been working on that for quite some time, but just know, like, we're very proud of what we've built so far. But there's so many ideas brewing off of this that, like, this is just the beginning of what this website's going to be.
Yes.
And like the true hope of what this website's going to be is just like, and it's very Bobby and Finn's talk, like, forward as far as, like, we just want to build a community. We want to have somewhere where people can come have conversations. Game day, like, we want to continue the conversation. We have pregame, we have postgame. Well, what happens in the game? We want to have a spot for people can come and join those conversations and continue to talk. And we just want to be that spot in the neighborhood that people come to and just enjoy and have a good time.
Yeah, and I love that you've said that, because that's one of the most important things. Like, first off, yes, I love writing and discussing news and always talking sports. And we had that on this site. We do have where, you'll see articles or opinionated pieces and things like that. Absolutely. But the focus of this site, first and foremost, is to feature the channel, feature the content creators that we have on this channel, feature all the diversity of the shows that we have on here. But most importantly is to build the community within Miami sports fans, Miami Dolphins. We're going to be we're going to have first off, a 24/7 community page on here, but during game days, during the game, we're going to be live in the chat where you can interact with other Dolphin fans, praising the game, hating on the game, all of the above. I mean, this, and like you said, where this is at right now, I'm excited to reveal and discuss, but I'm so excited about what's in the back burner, what we're cooking, because there's so much more stuff. And that's why we were holding, because we're like, oh, we got to do this. And we're like, no, we're not going to hold anymore.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and show what we got going on. Cap, great to see you. Yes, 4 hours until game day. Cap, Finstock.
It was 8 hours.
It's 3 p.m., right?
Oh, I thought it was 8 p.m. when the Cowboys.
Or 4 p.m., 3 p.m. my time. But Cap, FinstockSportsNetwork.com, my man. During the game, you could go there right now, go to the community page, create a profile, and during the game, you can chat with Finstanza and myself and other Dolphin fans. We are so excited to reveal that. And again, let's go ahead and bring this up and kind of go through it.
There we go. So this is what the website looks like. First thing you're going to see, you're going to have that pop up because Bobby is doing something very exciting. He has his, I forget what it's called, the Dolphins Cancer
Challenge. Yeah.
It's a 5K that Bobby's doing, helping raise money for the fight against cancer, which is amazing. Just lost my mom to cancer. So, like, hits a little bit deeper there. 188 days, trying to get to $2,500. Just something you're going to see when you first join. And then we get into the website here. We have one of my favorite things that we have here, and it's real dangerous when Bobby and I get on a chat together and we start talking about the website and started building things. Dangerous as far as like how cool things that we start building together are. Bobby he was like, do you know what? There was like a blank space here. And he's like, I just want to see like an old school TV there. And we started building that out together. And it's one of my favorite things, but also whenever we go live, that TV is going to show that live show on there. It's also going to let you know that we're live. You can click watch live. Another thing that it does is it's not going to like blast you with audio right away. If you want to watch it, great, but we're not going to blast you. You can hit the
that it does is
it's not going to like blast
and
you
you'll
with
see
audio. But it's great. We also, as you scroll down to what Bobby was mentioning before, we're going to have articles. So Alex started building out an article, and we have that here. We also have Bobby's article that he started building. We have a lot of great content inside of here. We're also going to have show recap. So if you missed a show, definitely go and watch it. But if you want to see, hey, is this going to hit what I want to hear about today? You can go in there and you can look at what that article is. And at the bottom, you're going to have a watch now that's going to take you into that exact article as well.
Into that episode.
Yep.
And I will say too, you know, at the very top with the TV, you know, that's something that I'm really excited about. It's again 24/7. Our shows will be playing on there when we are not live. Our show will be playing there. So a show maybe you have not seen, and you know you could see it here and you could watch it live. If you're anywhere else other than YouTube, you could watch the live show on FTSN.FinstockSportsNetwork.com. So that's something that I've always wanted for the site, is to have our shows featured. And so that, you know, when we started talking about this and I'm talking to Josh, I'm like, this is my vision. This is what I see. Josh was like, hold on, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Holy crap. There it is. Let's go old school TV, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. And I'm like, whoa, it's gorgeous. I'm in love with that feature. The articles, again, we will be commenting. We will be having these articles come up as shows end. We will have these the site pulls our shows and creates these articles telling you about what we discussed. So, and you know, that's something that I think is another cool feature for our site that we're excited about, to keep that content flowing. And then of course, other shows, like you could go down here and you'll see right there, you see FinstockSportsNetwork.com is live. So it's an active site that continues to add, it continues to build. You know, we have earlier today the season premiere of College Blitz Kickoff with Russ and Q, which was an amazing show. You know, that we had actually a good turnout of views between X and a few comments on YouTube. But this is like, if you miss these shows, you could click on it. It takes you right to the episode. And, you know, that's something that I really love, man.
So, I love it too. And then as well, if you want to get a newsletter, we like, you can join the newsletter. We haven't started a newsletter yet, but if you want to be in the queue to start getting a newsletter, that is something that we're hoping to have. So we would love to see you sign up. All you need is first name, last name, email, and submit it, and you will be in the queue for once we start a newsletter to get in on that. Which I don't know, could tell you, hey, we're going to go live. These are the shows this week. Hey, this is what's happening in Miami sports. Just a nice little letter to get into. We also have the Miami sports section, which you kind of saw before. You can go in, you can see what's happening around Miami sports. These are all the articles inside of there, and then it's broken down by the team. If we go into, let's say, Inter Miami, it's going to be themed towards that sport as well. I'm going to skip over that real quick. Yes. We're then going to go about FTSN. If you want to see what shows are happening in the network, you can see our shows. We have Fins Talk today, the pregame, the postgame, Fins Talk.
Real Talk Fins Talk, yep.
Yep. We then have Overtime. We have East 10th Street Boys. We have all these shows inside of here. Click into it. You can see a little bit more about On the Clock. I just randomly clicked into there. I'm not on here because I don't do much on there. But we can see that. And then you can always go and watch the show as well.
He doesn't do much on there. Okay. You know?
And then we got the roster on here. So you can see who's behind the shows, who's joining those shows as well. and we can see all the
This
people
is something.
within the network.
Let me tell you something. Just if you can scroll up there, just the whole team. You know,
Yeah.
this is one of the most humbling things, and there are a few people that aren't on here that we will add as that we continue to go. But you know, of course, the founder. Then you got the boss and Tati sitting there because you know everybody thinks I'm the boss, but I get yelled at a lot. So there's a lot of things that change and edit. You know, but no, you know, you got Tati there who handles our marketing and audience growth. You got Alex. You got myself, of course, Josh. But if you just go through the whole roster, Finn Stanza, Finn Sammy, Dahl, Coach, Josh, Justin. I mean, you know, Steve Malloy, Brett Lagasse, Chris Koffler, you know, and you got Will Q, Mike Brown, Russ Morgan, his dad, Mike Brown's dad, Lewis, and you know, and then we got the other people that have been through the channel. You got Neil, you got Dave Stager, you got like that right there. Looking at that roster, and of course we got other guys who are going to be in there and should be there. It is a humbling thing for me that I think I don't know how long we've been doing this, man, how long the channel's been live. I mean, 4 or 5 years, I don't know. And to be able to be at this point right now, it's humbling and exciting. And this channel wouldn't be where it is in regards of growth. And, you know, wouldn't be without those people. So it's really cool to see that roster. I got obviously it's called the FTSN roster, not staff. You know, we're a family, we're a team, we work together. You know, and so I just love that, man. Yeah, we got Finn's TV, Finn Sammy in the house. Love seeing.
They got a cool picture of Bobby right here, like
which you know had nothing to do with me, by the way. I will say that, even though I love that image, it's probably one of the most. You know, I'm surprised how that image just kind of go because Sammy uses it on Finn's TV a lot. You know, it's the ring that I'm proud of, but you know. Yes, the epic beard in motion. I get in trouble every time I shave that beard. I get in trouble from my wife. I get in trouble from Dahl. You know, I'm not allowed to shave the beard. It's epic. They love the ashy gray. So, you know, and obviously Josh loves the beard too, because he's like, that's what I'm focused on right there. You know,
yep. and the ring.
The ring too, yes.
And then as well, like there's been a lot happening within the network. There's a lot of shows that have branched off because of the network. But also there's a lot of people that help grow the network as well. And I think we wanted to show support to them and show appreciation to them. So we have this partner section as well. There's opportunity for people to partner with us, but we also want to promote the shows of other people that have helped grow the network. So as we go into here, we see some stats about the network itself, but then as we scroll down, we can see Caneswear, who we talk about almost every show. Finn's TV with Sammy. Like Sammy's done so much for this network that he has to be a part of this. And then we have other things like Fantasy Now Plus, which is part of the network. Josh Kimmel, Justin Bowerly. But they're also building this huge community as well. So we feel like as a partner of them.
Yeah, I want to say first, Caneswear. First off, you know, again, our appeal partner, sponsor the channel, Brett and the crew there. I always talk about, you know, if you're in South Florida and you want some South Florida gear, sports gear, Dolphins, Marlins, Panthers, Hurricanes, anything South Florida sports, you go to Caneswear at 2655 South University Drive. But we, you know, also there as well, Caneswear TV. The Caneswear podcast started really on the Finstock Sports Network with Brett and Gio and the crew, and 2 seasons there, and they're amazing. They're great friends of mine, and now they've branched out with their own channel, Caneswear TV, which I have to tell you guys, if you haven't checked it out, you need to go check them out. They're amazing. They're friends, and I'm glad we could feature them here. Finn's TV. I can't say enough about Finn's TV, you know, and Sammy, I have a very much affection for. He's a great guy, great friend, you know, and Finn's TV is bar none when it comes to production and the crew and the panels. And, you know, to be able to build that partnership up, and where Finn's Talk Today with Sammy is, you know, the flagship show on Thursday night. I'm just excited and I'm excited to feature him here. Fantasy Now Plus, which at a time was called Once Upon a Sunday, with Josh Kimmel and the crew. Justin Burley joined, and they rebuilt it and became Fantasy Now Plus, and now they've exploded. You know, if you know fantasy sports, they're live almost every day on FTSN YouTube and FTSN Extra. Also, Fantasy Now Plus on YouTube as well. They got a website. So if you guys love fantasy sports, you got to go check them out. The Self-Love Sports Show, Lou and 305 Sports Babe, Lou from Dade and 305 Sports Babe, partnered with them, obviously on the same team with the DCC. And, their show is great for South Florida sports and also just touring. They've gone to Chattanooga and Gatlinburg, saw the Hulk Hogan store, and they go different places and feature them. So you got to go check them out. And then the Rainy Day Podcast with Adrian, another friend of the channel who's been on a lot of our shows and how co-host shows. So obviously having him on there. So it's very important for us to, feature our friends, feature our extended family,
and support
them. It's right. It's all about building the community. And I think that's one of the main things. Like, again, articles are fun. We want to post. We want to do that. Yes. And we're going to do that. And, but one of the most exciting things about this for me is building the community. There will be nothing more important, nothing more exciting for me, Josh, than to be on this site and go on a game day and watch our chat blowing up with Dolphin fans commenting on the game or Heat fans talking about a trade or whatever, anything in our community, because that's going to mean more to me. That's what this is all about, is building a family, building a community. And I think that's what this site offers right away.
For sure. And great segue into what is the tab up here of community. So once you click into here, I believe it's La Ventanita. Which I don't know if you want to tell the background of why we're calling it that. Because I came up with, I started looking up ideas, presented this, had no clue what it was. I'm over here, a lonely white guy looking at a ChatGPT Google searches and have no clue what it is. And I was like, I don't know. This seems like a pretty cool idea if it's true. And I presented it to you. But I had no clue what it was.
Yeah, again, this is something, and I love the term. And again, why this name? Why, except why not the forum or FTSN fan zone or whatever? Well, because again, it's supposed to be inviting, and nothing's more inviting than, especially when you're growing up in Hialeah, which I did, Alex did, and again, this is kind of where it's grown. And going to in the morning or going anytime really to a Cuban restaurant, you don't want to go inside and eat. You just want to pick up some Cuban coffee. You want to go ahead and get the cafecito. You want to go get the pastries and everything. You sit out there and you start chatting with your friends. You start chatting with strangers, and you thank you so much. You drink, you go, and you get on. And that's what this kind of is. You come in, talk amongst your friends, argue the point, not the person. We keep it friendly. We keep it fun. But this is something that's very important. I think I'm going to put an image here too of us with a little Cuban window. I've already kind of thought about that. And also kind of, to me, this is kind of a tribute. And as I see the site, trying not to get choked up here, because see the guy behind me, this wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for the guy behind me kind of pushing me to start doing shows and where this could be and where it is right now. It started off with him pushing me to do this and being someone who always kept pushing, and always encouraging and always my number one fan. And so I wish he was alive to see it. I know he is aware, I know he knows. And so this is really cool. This is really cool. And like, I kind of picture him there right now, like kind of like the Ralph Page, especially with the La Ventanita. So it's just incredible. And I would hope people who watch this right now, and you got Steve in there, you got Vince TV, Sam, you got everybody here in the comments, and appreciate everybody who's watching and taking some time out of their day to join us here. Take advantage of this, please. Register, go to, and Josh, if you want to show them where they could sign up, and go ahead and explain that.
So yeah, just come to the community. You're going to have a section up here for sign in, but once you go into sign in, you can create a new account here. We're not going to ask for much. We just want you to create a username and a password. The one thing is we're not asking for an email because we want to make this as low possible for you to just enter into it. So if we're not asking for an email, password, if you need a reset, just reach out to someone here. We can reset your password and go from there. But all you got to do is do that. I already have a login, so I'm just going to do mine.
Sammy's already in there. Finstanza, myself, Josh Wingate. Sammy already made a post. Why don't you show them the post so that way we kind of get an idea of what you can find in here.
This is like the latest activity. Think of this as like your Twitter feed of information. It's going to show the newest at the top, oldest at the bottom, and you can scroll through that and see what's happening. We're going to have broken down forum threads inside of here. So you can see this is Fins Talk, Dolphins Game Day, Dolphins Draft. We then have the NFL. So if you want to talk about the NFL in general, just come to here and we can do that. We have a mock draft section. Have conversations of the mock drafts you're having. Might be some cool stuff coming in the future for that with FTSN. We have Miami Sports that if you want to have a conversation. We also have the FTSN community, the shows, just general sports. You have a little lounge area so you can talk about possibly shows that you're watching or just what's happening around if you want to do a concert.
That's something I'm very excited about because, yes, sports, Miami sports in general. That's why you got general sports. But the lounge is exciting for me because there's so many TV shows and different things just in life that, that people enjoy. Say, hey, I recommend this show. Go check this out. Or, hey, let's talk about something. Always keep it friendly, right? We know that's important. We don't want any kind of going off on the rails. But that to me is exciting because, again, it's inviting more people in, into some. So very cool.
Sure. And then nothing's perfect. So we have a feedback section. So if there's a feature that you want or things that should change or any kind of feedback, we're open to all of it. So you can come into there. But to that, we have the Fins Talk section inside of here. We can see we have 3 things. We have some pin discussions. So we can see the Saturday to daily discussions. Bobby's been in here doing some of this. And then as we get into this, we have Fin Sammy's. He able to put a nice post inside of here. You can come in, you can reply back to this. There should also be a section inside of here where you can upvote it, give it an upvote. And there's a fun like gamification behind all of this as well. If you might have seen it already, but over here we have a leaderboard. Chalet already joined, which is amazing.
That's cool, Steve. You already did it, and that's amazing. I love that. Thank you so much,
Steve Hallett.
Yeah,
I said Chalet. I was trying to sound cool, like French.
Sorry. So you hit it. So you're almost there. But no, thank you so much, and please, thank you for that. Looking forward to digging in and getting the most out of it. That's amazing. And that's what we want.
But this is one of my favorite things is like gamification behind things. Mm-hmm. So there is like, we can see who's leading the leaderboard, gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal. What are they doing inside of here? Who has the most upvotes? Who's the top contributors this week? But we also go this month all time. And then you can also see like within the community rules and guidelines that are under here. One, as you can see, Bobby said this a couple times, debate the take, not the person. But there's also other information inside of here of like, yes, these are rules, but what are the, how do we get, what do upvotes do? We can see that. What is the best answer? So we have some really cool things, featured takes. Just some really cool functionality of like, come in here, post, have fun, but also try and climb the leaderboard. Try to be the top person. We're going to have kind of like stats for the year. We're going to be able to see this information. You're going to see who was the top poster in 2026, 2027. You'll be able to fall back on that and see that. So it's going to be really fun.
And we may do something where, maybe figure out a little prize here and there if you're the top person, because you're helping lead the community. You're adding to the content. You're adding to the to the website and driving the conversation, which is important. Sure. And I do want to emphasize too, again, that debate the person, debate the topic, not the person. Keep it on point. Have some fun. You can have fun, but let's not get to a point where it's just struggle. That's always important to me, and especially important to the boss. I've heard it a few times already, so I was like, okay, I'm going to emphasize this. But
we do have things we can hit the band hammer if we need to.
And let me and again, you talked about the mock drafts and stuff like that. It's in the background, but it's something that we're actively doing. I cannot wait when we push or once we pull out, because Josh and I, we're draft guys. We do the draft thing every year. We're actively in the background doing that as well. But the draft content that we're going to have on this site, if you want a preview or an idea of maybe what an idea of what we may do, you got to go back to our draft show, live draft shows during the draft, kind of get an idea. Because that's something that's going to be very cool and interesting on the site. That
it's funny,
something just came up to his head again.
I know.
So I'm telling you, there's stuff that we're cooking in the background that we're very excited about. Because we're passionate about this. We're passionate about the product. We're passionate about sports, but we're also passionate again about doing something that is for people and to enjoy it, because that means we've done something right. So when it comes to draft season, we'll start seeing draft content pop in pretty soon. Pro draft player profiles, things like that. I have some things done in the background. You'll get eventually. We'll release our big board, our interactive big board. I know that's in the background. There's other stuff too that we got. So you see what we have here. It looks like a lot. Maybe it looks done, which is okay. We're happy if you guys love it. And thank you so much for the kind words. But we're not done. This is going to keep growing. We're excited for what we got cooking here, man.
You can also personalize your profile, which tell us who you are, where you are at. Go to
Sammy killed it, man. Look at Sammy's profile, man. I did something. I don't know if I butchered it or not. I think I did something. Okay. Maybe I'm not wrong. Okay. Maybe, but yeah, look at that. Finn Sammy. Look, he went. I was excited when Sammy showed me this, because Sammy got an early look, in which he would. And, Sammy and I, obviously partners on Finn's Talk today, but also just friends. And I was like, I want you to take a look at this. Go ahead and log in, browse around. And I mean, he went to town. He was excited. So I was pumped that he was pumped, because somebody like him, who's as creative as he is on Finn's TV, and to be excited about it, I was excited. I was pumped. So that's something that's really cool. You can personalize your profile, make yourself stand out. So that way, when you interact with people, or maybe you find somebody on here that you like and you want to interact more, you can kind of see more about them. And
don't worry about this.
Reach out. Yeah, that's different. That's not sneak into the backstage.
And then this is where you can see your achievements. You have the reputation, practice squad. You can see the upvotes someone's received, how many topics, the replies, how many feature takes they have, best answers, how many this week, how many that month. You can see all that information, and you can go to the leaderboard from here and see that. But another cool feature, and kind of stays like, hey, stick to the rules here. We have an inbox, and you can see Bobby and I have been testing this out. But you can have conversations inside. So one of the key forums that I went to, since I think I've been there since I was like a freshman in high school, haven't been participating as much recently because parent life. But I used to go to footballsfuture.com. I used to be a part of that. And there's some really cool things that forum did. They used to have something called FFMD, which is Football's Futures mock draft. It was a site-wide mock draft. They would have everyone, every team would have a GM. They would have an owner. They would have all that. And they would just do this large mock draft, time picks, all of that. But all the conversations for that, as far as like trades and things of that, those conversations will happen in the inbox. So that was the thought behind here. If we want to do something cool like that, we have an inbox where we can have draft conversations, and we can have trade conversations, things of that nature.
So I'll say, the more I thought about this, like when we do the on the clock draft shows and we're doing the war room mock draft segments, and you guys before, or like when you have like Manzano or whomever, and instead of DMing us on Twitter, do it on the site. We'll check the site and let us know, hey, this is my mock draft, or hey, this is a trade that I would do, and whatever, and we'll see this and we'll interact here. Very important though that Josh brought up, same type of thing. Keep it friendly. This is about stuff like that, not you sucked in the group chat. I'm coming at you here. No, none of that. Yeah. We see them, we would pull them. We'll block it, and pull you, and you lose those privilege. We don't want that. So
Yeah, that's what we have right now. We also have notifications that you'll get, so you can come sign in and get the bell notifications, see everything that's you've been tagged in, if you got a message, all those fun things.
And now for today, first off, again, enjoy the site, add comments, check out the articles, message us. But in the community page, what can you do today in the community page? Well, the Dolphins play a preseason game.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So this is where we could get this started. And Steve and Sammy and Stanza, Josh, myself, and whomever else wants to jump in there. You scrolled on down, you'll see the game day chat room. Is it right there?
It's right here. It's the board.
Okay.
So what this is, it's two things. You can scroll over. I kind of like, if I'm on my computer, it's upstairs. I don't have a TV in my office. So I'm like, I kind of like to watch games from here. So you can also pop open the window here. Stay on the website. Maybe you're in the forum having the conversations and chat. And you can have those conversations. Oh, you can't see that. You can have those conversations in there. It's a chat. It's specific for game day. Opens up 10 a.m. for a game. Closes at 11 p.m. And then it resets for the next game when that opens up. So you can come in, have those conversations. We can also look back here. And if you're just like, that's what I'm focusing on, you can go here and go to the chat as well and have that conversation. You can always pop it out from here. You can use emojis. You can add images, links, all kinds of stuff inside of here. But yeah, should be a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. And I'm looking here too, the game day thread, New York Giants at Miami Dolphins. That updates week to week. It'll tell you what time the game starts, where it's located, where you can watch it. And you could post your reactions on there as well. One thing I really love too, if you're on the channel, but you don't know, if you're on the site and you see in that column in the top right-hand corner there, live, watch now, or watch live, when that's red, that means the channel's live. You could click on that, and I believe it takes you to YouTube. So that's pretty cool. But also, again, you switch to that homepage, you'll see that we're live on the big screen there, which is really, really cool. And it tells you how many people are watching on the site, which is awesome, which is really cool to see.
So it's really, do you just want to watch the show, or do you want to be a part of the conversation? If you want to be a part of the conversation, we're live, hit watch live. It'll take you in here.
Yes.
You can be in there and be a part of that conversation. As I share this tab, because I clicked it. Did I share the right tab? Yeah. And it'll be right there. So
yeah. So guys, we just wanted to hop in here for a few minutes just to introduce you to the site, to kind of get an idea so that we could see all the features and to check it out. And please do me a favor, go in there and sign up, be a part of that community. Again, if it's something that you would like to do in regards of maybe writing, right? You want to write articles, you want to do something like that, you want to write opinionated pieces, let us know. We'd love to get you guys involved in that way. But also, again, you could do that by getting in the threads. You can do that by commenting on game day and just being interactive. That's the most important thing. Let's build this community out. Share with your friends. Tell people, hey, sign in. That's it. There's no paywall. There's nothing like that. You sign in for free. You get to interact with us. We interact with each other. We have a great time. Steve's already done it. Sammy's already done it. And like Sam and Steve says, get the most out of it. We're very excited for this. What we got going on cooking today, you'll see 2 shows live today. I was up early in the morning producing College Blitz kickoff for the premiere episode. And next week they'll be on for College Game Day. And at 10 a.m. Eastern time today at 5 p.m. Eastern time, I'm live again for WrestleMania 17 Rewind. With Josh Kimmel, Adrian Rainey, and Alfred Matthews live doing that. So you'll see that also on at FitzTalkSportsNetwork.com and FTSN YouTube. And then later, after at 8 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be live for Miami Dolphins postgame with Vincenza Talk Dolphins Giants. Josh, any final thoughts?
No, I'm just excited. Get in there, create an account, and start talking about the Miami Dolphins today, game day.
There you go. Appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe. And most importantly, Dolphin fans, fins up.
Go Cowboys.